Bayard Rustin was an American civil rights leader best known for serving as an advisor to Martin Luther King Jr. and organizing freedom rides, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, and the March on Washington. Rustin was an openly gay man who was forced to work behind the scenes because of his sexuality. His work as a mentor and advisor to King in the practice of nonviolent civil resistance influenced the civil rights movement for many years. After the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 passed, Rustin transitioned to working on human rights and LGBTQ+ rights. This Bayard Rustin Award recognizes advocates and activists for LGBTQ+ communities of color. The vote was unanimous for this year's recipient. Aaron Aguilay's record of advocacy and leadership are both commendable and inspiring. His impressive work truly embodies the Rustin spirit and shows a commitment to the advancement of the LGBTQ+ community. Congratulations, Aaron Aguilay. You make WSU very proud.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jacqueline Wilson, and it is my pleasure to nominate Dr. Aaron Aguilay, Clinical Assistant Professor of Music and Voice, for the Bayard Rustin LGBTQ Excellence Award. Aaron has been a colleague of mine since I joined the faculty of the School of Music in 2020. In this time, I've had the joy to witness him as a champion of social justice and equity for students, staff, and faculty alike. As a proud member of the LGBTQ community, Aaron's efforts to create a welcoming WSU environment for all make him deserving of this award. Aaron is the founder and director of the Elson S. Floyd Cultural and Performing Arts Signature Series, an innovative artistic effort that emphasizes access, an interdisciplinary approach, the representation of diverse artists, and community. Through this series, Ari and I have collaborated to bring Joy Guidry, who is a non-binary Black bassoonist, composer, and activist, to Pullman for a performance in early March. Aaron also demonstrates his deservingness of this award through his leadership. Aaron currently serves as the chair of the School of Music Diversity and Culture Committee. In this capacity, he has introduced several important DEI efforts, including the implementation and analysis of a Qualtrics climate survey to identify School of Music's strengths, weaknesses, priorities, and opportunities for growth on matters related to DEI. Aaron led the committee through an analysis and the development of an action plan to drive culture change in the School of Music that has already resulted in promising initiatives. Specifically, Aaron arranged for Dr. Lisa Guerrero, Associate Vice Provost for Equity and Inclusive Excellence, to lead School of Music faculty through required implicit bias training. As these examples demonstrate, Aaron is a selfless, thoughtful colleague. In the time I have known him, he has proven to be a valued colleague, collaborator, and friend for whom I am so happy to give my support. Congratulations, Aaron.
What an absolute honor to be the recipient of an award named after a gay American leader and champion of social movements for civil rights. Thank you to my people, my support, my mentors, my role models. You are all the ones who nominated me, and you see my work, my spirit, and love for my community. And I thank you all for this validation that what I do is making a noticeable difference. Honestly, my work would not happen without the existing programs and people that are already in place at WSU, all who support those of every pronoun by providing resources for personal growth, development, and learning. When I think about Bayard Rustin, there are many inspiring roles that he played as an influential guide to Dr. Martin Luther King, specifically a tireless activist. My career in music and being a teacher, but specifically an artist, Bayard Rustin, an activist, is like an artist, someone who is greatly energized, infinitely creative, imaginative, to show a world, a country, an institution, where people of varying degrees do not have full rights. In the arts, and more specifically music, with the combination of the right performers, lyrics, music, and instruments, this all can build a group identity, stir strong emotions, engage audiences, and inspire people to take action. I think of my work and performances, which focuses on furthering equity and inclusivity through the arts and cultural expression, and how music does further equity and inclusivity. We're currently living in a time where our society is greatly divided, and music is constantly thought of as this universal language through which society can come together, coexist, and bond, and through that bonding, co-construct with one another and heal. There is so much power in storytelling, and we need more diverse representation telling their story. My most recent concert at the Elson S. Floyd Center, I had the opportunity to perform with local artists, my colleagues, my friends, and more specifically, Asian artists who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community. I believe and know there is enormous impact in inclusive representations and inclusive storytelling. Thank you again for this honor. It means more to me than I can ever express. Being this year's Bayard Rustin recipient motivates me to fight the good fight and continue finding those pathways that music and the arts endure to reflect the uniqueness of all of us. Thank you.